what's up? This is Atomic Swift and welcome back to another one of my videos. This time I'm going to show you how to install Mac OS, the beta for Mac OS Catalina on VMware Workstation Pro 15. This isn't the demo version, this isn't the free version, this is the registered copy of VMware Workstation Pro 15. Some people were having problems that they commented in my other one, how I showed you how to install Mac OS Mojave. So hopefully if you follow these instructions, you can instead have fun with Catalina. And yeah, so yeah, like I said, this is the beta for Catalina, and it's pretty simple to install. I'm going to show you step by step. You follow my instructions. If you haven't watched my previous video and you have just installed VMware Workstation, or you're going to install VMware Workstation, go watch my other video, just the beginning of it, where I show you how, and give you the link and show you how to download the Mac OS Unlocker, which gives you the option to install Mac OS on your VMware Workstation. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to New Virtual Machine. Oh, I'm sorry. First, you go and you install the, or I'm sorry, you don't install. You download and then you download and then you download and then you what do I think? Oh, you download and then you unrar the VMware Workstation file. So I've got it. Where is it? Okay, so yeah, so it's right here, Mac OS Catalina beta. So we're just gonna, right now I'll just put it on my desktop. So what this is this is a VMware Workstation virtual machine file, and that's what we need to install Mac OS on VMware Workstation. So we're just going to unrar that real quick, and it should be going. Let's see what. Okay, so we're okay. Now just remember exactly where you unrar this to, because this is the file you're going to use to basically point back to through VMware to install Catalina beta. So we're going to go New Virtual Machine, and then you can do typical or custom. It's going to ask you. You do custom, hit next. Don't mess with any of that stuff. Leave all of that. Hit next, and then you could select stuff here, but don't. Just go to I will install operating system later. Hit next, and then you want to select from here. You want to do Apple Mac OS X, and then Mac OS 10.14. Hit next, and then we'll name this one Catalina Demo, and then that's in do 2 and 2, make it 4 cores. Hit next. And I've got 32 gigs of RAM, so I'm going to set up roughly 9.7, 9.8 gigs. And then hit next, next, next. And then we'll just keep next. Create new virtual disk. Yep. 40 gigs, store as a single file. Catalina demo.vmdk, yes. Hit finish. And then everything should be good there. So now you're going to go into the edit virtual machine settings. Said you shouldn't have to change anything here as long as you follow my instructions. So you got memory 9.8 gigs, which I put 10 gigs. And then processors 4, and that's good. And now what you need to do is it created a hard disk file for your VMware Workstation. So what you want to do is you want to remove that. So select hard disk and go to remove, and then click add, and then make sure it's on hard disk. Hit next. SATA recommended, next. And then right here, it's marked on create new virtual hard disk. No, use an existing virtual disk. Hit next. Browse. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to my desktop, the Mac OS Catalina beta folder, and then the VMDK file, which is VMware Virtual Disk file. Hit open. Hit next, and then I've got 3 screens, so it pops up weird as shit like with that, but yours is just going to be on the one screen right here. So click keep existing format, and then so we got everything there, and then you're going to from there you're going to hit to keep existing format. Oh yeah, and then you're going to go to options. I knew I forgot something. And then you're actually going to change this from Apple Mac OS X to Microsoft Windows. And then make sure right here it says Windows 10 x64. Hit OK. And now we're going to close this. And I created my image. Oh shit, that's right. It put, where the hell did it put that? It put it, that's right. Okay, yeah, so it put it virtual machines, Catalina demo. There it is. So it was just created. So what you're going to do is you're going to go wherever you saved the actual virtual image when you were virtual machine when you were setting up the thing. So my folder is in my OneDrive documents, virtual machines, Catalina demo. So you're going to find the file, which is a .vmx, which is this one right here. Virtual machine configuration file. We said .vmx, and you found the right file, so you're going to right click on it, and then you're going to go to open with notepad, then you're going to scroll down, and then I'm going to put this in the description of my video so you can copy it and paste it yourself. Copy and paste SMC version, hit save, and then close that. And now we're going to get back into VMware Workstation Pro. And then we're just going to go to Catalina demo, and we're going to power this bad boy on. See, there you go. It's working correctly. You can tell because there's an Apple image, so it's loading the installer file. And yeah, it doesn't take too long. I'll leave it running just so you can see how long it takes. You know, maybe just in case you think that yours is installing slowly, so you can see that it does take a second. You have to keep in mind mine might be installing quicker than yours. You have to take into account your CPU, how many cores and stuff you're letting VMware use. I'm using a Intel Core i9-9900K processor, so I'm letting it use 4 of my cores. I have 8. So now we're just going to let it keep going. Like I said before, if you're attempting to install this and you don't have the option to set Mac OS from the beginning, or anytime if it never gives you that option, go watch my previous video where I teach you how to install Mac OS Mojave. And at the beginning of that video I show you how to, well, I give you the link and then I show you how to download and run the Mac OS Unlocker, so it gives you the option for Mac OS in VMware Workstation. So yeah. Okay, and once you get to this screen, you're doing the right thing. See? Installing on Mac OS Catalina by text viewer, and then it says about 12 minutes. It actually goes pretty quick. The initial guess of 11 minutes is wrong, 12 minutes is wrong. It actually goes pretty quickly. And I haven't really messed with this particular build of the operating system. I just installed it to make sure that it worked. Alright. So you can always check to see if it's still working, because you'll see this little light blinking down here. It's showing you that the hard drive's been, well, the virtual hard drive's being read. And ignore the thing about VMware Tools. You install VMware Tools after you've successfully installed and ran the operating system. Which I did notice that when I did get into this, because I installed another one right here, this Catalina one, and it actually booted into the OS quicker than Mojave did. So, I mean, that might just be because it's beta. But, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, if you want to mess with Mac, you know, the new version of Mac OS and you don't have a Mac, this is a nice way to just go and mess with it. Alright, so there's about 8 minutes remaining. So I'm just going to end the video right here. Well, I'm going to stop it right here. And then we'll restart it back up once I'm on the next screen. Alright. Whoop. Okay, so you can see we got less than a minute remaining. Click back into the VMware Workstation box. So now my mouse disappears into the thing, so you know I can do shit inside the workstation once it gets to the next screen. So the next screen is kind of important. Well, oh man. Okay. See, then it says restart to complete the installation of Mac OS on Mac OS Catalina by text viewer data. You can hit restart, or you can just let it restart itself. What the hell? It didn't show the damn boot thing. I should have showed a... Alright, so we're just going to shut it down. Try that. That's weird with my other one. Oh well, we'll try it this way. So you hit, go to Catalina demo, which is one I just created. Hit edit virtual machine settings, and what you want to do is you want to hit options and then change it back to Mac OS X and Mac OS X, and then change this down here to Mac OS 10.14. Hit OK, and then try powering on the machine. See, there you go. It's weird because before when I did it, it showed you a blue boot manager where you just had to go down to shut down. So if yours does show a blue screen at the end that's like a boot manager that shows you can boot from Mac OS or network boot or all this stuff, just go to shutdown and that'll power off the machine. And then do like I just did right there. Go back into your virtual machine, edit the virtual machine settings, go to options, and change it back from Microsoft Windows back to Mac OS X and Mac OS 10.14. Okay. So we're good here. Okay. And then from this point right here is where I thought it might have froze, but if you just give it a second, you'll see a spinning rainbow wheel in just a minute, and that basically lets you know that, hey, it didn't freeze, which is great. Alright, so we're just waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Alright. So you can tell it worked because you can move the pointer inside Mac OS. So you just give it a second. It did take a second when I did it earlier. Like I said, from this point, I'll show you how to continue setting up Mac OS Catalina. Then we're going to go into it. And then we'll install VMware Tools, and then that should be the end of the video. So hopefully you enjoyed my narration. See, there you go. Now you just select your country here. It's weird it didn't do the rainbow wheel. I did before, so scroll all the way down. I live in the United States, so damn it, come on. Oh, no. Yeah.
Mac OS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use...
There it is. Continue. Don't transfer any information. Set up later. I'm not setting up any of that shit, so I don't really care. Alright. Then we're going to hit agree. Because I agree. And then we're going to do demo. Demo. Do you have to put a password? Oh, you sure do. Okay. Then we'll just hit continue. Creating account. Oh, I should have did set up later. I don't care about any of that shit. Okay, and then we'll just set it to dark mode, because I do like dark mode. And there we go. We're setting up the Mac. Everything's good. Everything's still going. And there you go. Mac OS Catalina, the beta for the upcoming version of Mac OS. Okay, and then let me see. So I didn't check anything here last time. Probably just shows. Yeah, 1020. Oh, it doesn't even show you 128 meg like the other one does. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is you want to go up to VM, virtual machine, and then click Install VMware Tools. And then inside the OS, it's going to show you Install VMware Tools, like you just inserted a CD. Double click that bad boy. Would like to, yep. And this little program here will install, it improves the performance of virtual machines. Oops. Yep. Click OK. Okay, and it looks like we might have the same issue that I had before. With it not being full screen, we'll install VMware Tools, and then we'll see if it lets you see if that helps make it full screen. If not, it's probably going to be the same issue that I had to do before with Mac OS Mojave, which is just a little input you put into the terminal, which I'll show you how to do that if that doesn't work either. A program tried to load new system extensions signed by VMware. If you want to enable these, open security and preferences. Okay. Okay, so just to show you what I'm doing here. So, see, it says system software from developer VMware Inc. was blocked from loading. Click the lock to make changes. So click the lock, enter your password that you made. Then hit allow. restart. And we'll hit restart here. Let it restart. And in case this didn't work, we'll see here. We're gonna probably have to open terminal. So we're gonna and this is where I keep the commands for Mac OS that I had to input to the terminal with Mojave. So we're gonna go back into Mac OS Catalina. All right, and then enter your password, just like that, and there you go. See, that's a rainbow loading wheel I was talking about. Open. I don't know why it's not. Let's see. Okay, that's weird. Okay, well, see if it works. I'll reboot it one more time. I don't know, maybe this version of VMware Tools doesn't work with Catalina. It worked with Mojave, so let's try it again. If it says that again, then we'll just leave it alone. Then I'll show you how to go into the terminal and copy and paste a certain command in the terminal to make the OS full screen. Said it sucks, you can't try out any games you can't play StarCraft this way on Mac OS because Mac OS doesn't utilize NVIDIA graphics cards. Okay, so your password here, like so. See, and there you go. And then that's everything. Said it seems to be. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't know. I might be mistaken, but it really seems like it loads stuff quicker than Mojave does on a virtual machine. Yeah, I mean, it really does. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is, oh, that's right, it was this. Yeah, so you're going to, okay, so to change your resolution, what we're going to do is and I'll put this down so you can paste it in. You're going to go to Spotlight Search, you're going to type terminal. Hit enter. See, and then you got your terminal. And you're going to copy and paste the sudo thing I just put there. It's going to ask you for your password. Whoops. didn't show you your password. Bam, there you go. See, now it's set to 1920 by 1080, and now you can go to full screen, and now you have full screen Mac OS. And once you put that in, you shouldn't. I don't think I had to redo that ever again. Just want to check something here. It's probably. So we go to. Yeah, see, now you just have the option for 1920 by 1080, and so that's how you do that. And that right there is Mac OS Catalina beta running on VMware Workstation Pro 15. And I appreciate all the likes and comments on my previous video. My previous video for installing Mac OS Mojave is quickly approaching 20,000 views, which is amazing. Thanks for the likes, comments. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and as always, subscribe. I got more nerd videos like this coming out, and I'll put all the links and everything down in the description. Enjoy Mac OS, enjoy VMware Workstation, and as always, bye for now.